Opening remarks by Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov at the meeting with Deputy Prime Minister of the Republic of Serbia Aleksandar Vulin, Moscow, August 14, 2024. Dear Aleksandar, my dear friend, we are pleased to welcome you once again to the Russian Federation. You have an exceptionally busy schedule, which reflects the areas of cooperation that are priorities for the leaders and governments of both Russia and Serbia, and which align with the interests of our peoples. It is important to foster cooperation in all fields, especially in these times when the natural relations between states that wish to work together are under unprecedented attacks by those who seek to ideologize global politics and impose rules crafted by the collective West, aimed at maintaining its hegemony. Recently, you spoke at the unveiling of a monument to the Serbian people in Patriot Park, where you emphasized that Russia and Serbia will not allow history to be forgotten and will not support those who are ashamed of their heritage. Neither Serbs nor Russians have anything to be ashamed of. We fought together during World War II and contributed to the victory over Nazism. Unfortunately, just as it was almost 100 years ago, Adolf Hitler had nearly all of Europe under his control, mobilizing it under the banner of superiority with the aim of conquering the Soviet Union. He failed. The Western European elites who collaborated with Hitler would certainly prefer to forget this disgraceful chapter of their history. Today, we see the Anglo-Saxons once again uniting nearly all of Europe in their declared mission to inflict a strategic defeat on Russia on the battlefield. To this end, they have created an overtly Nazi, racist regime in Ukraine, using it as a tool to pursue this goal. That these plans are doomed to fail should be evident to any reasonable person. What is alarming is the renewed use of Nazi slogans and practices to deliver strategic defeats to their competitors, and the resurgence of Nazism in Europe, particularly in Germany, where laws rehabilitating Nazi criminals are being passed. We feel the impact of all this. In your interview with RIA Novosti, you mentioned the method of color revolutions, which the West employs to suppress dissent. You specifically cited October 2000 in Serbia as the first clear example when an illegal change of power occurred. The West has since practiced color revolutions with varying degrees of success in Georgia and Ukraine, and something similar is currently unfolding in Moldova. Recently, there was yet another attempt to do the same in Serbia. We appreciate the steadfastness of Serbian President Aleksandar Vulin and his team in resisting these attempts to undermine the unity of the Serbian people and in defending principles that provoke irritation in the West. The All-Serbian Assembly demonstrated that these principles fully align with the interests of Serbs in Serbia and in Bosnia and Herzegovina. The stance President Vulin maintains regarding Kosovo, demanding strict adherence to the UN Security Council resolution that the West ignores and seeks to dismantle while catering to the Pristina regime at the expense of legitimate Serbian interests, is commendable. We must also mention how the West is attempting to undermine canonical orthodoxy. The Russian Orthodox Church and the Serbian Orthodox Church, along with other fraternal churches, are actively defending their rights and ideals, which are shared by all great world religions and are currently under threat from neoliberal values. The global situation, which I have briefly outlined from Russia's perspective, demands even greater unity among those who uphold the principles of the UN Charter in its entirety and interconnectedness, rather than selectively using only the parts of the document that the West needs to justify its aggressive policies and to advance mutually beneficial cooperation. In our bilateral relations, we have many plans, despite attempts to disrupt them. I am convinced that regular contacts between our leaders, prime ministers, deputy prime ministers including yourself, dear Aleksandar, along with the strong ties between our foreign ministries and parliaments, have established and continue to strengthen a solid foundation that serves the interests of our peoples. I would like to remind you that invitations have been extended to the Speaker of the Serbian Parliament Ana Brnabić and Serbian Foreign Minister Marko Uri to visit Russia. We look forward to welcoming them here. Once again, welcome.